But sabi mo nga, you could relate to the experiences of Sienna. Ikaw ba at 17, natakot ka nung nalaman mo? Or were you ready? Was it planned when you got pregnant?
No, it wasn't planned, Tito Boy.
So hindi nakaplano?
Hindi.
Anong nangyari? Take me back to that moment nung nalaman mong buntis ka.
Tito Boy, that time, takot na takot ako nung nakita ko yung pregnancy test. Nasa ako nito nasa isang supermarket washroom.
Okay.
Anyway, takot na takot ako. Hindi ko alam paano kung i-open up sa magulang ko. Siyempre, bilang isang bata na nabuntis na maaga, nandun yung paano yung pangarap ko, paano yung buhay ko, paano yung future ko. At, ayun, sa journey ng pagbubuntis ko, Tito Boy, nasabi ko sa magulang ko, nakatulong sila.
Reaksyon nila nung nalaman?
Ang nanay ko, reaction ng isang nanay na, alam mo yun, parang tahimik lang, iyak lang, gano'n lang. Pero ang tatay ko naman, Tito Boy, hindi ko sinabi sa kanya. Wala akong inamin, walang ano. Basta nakikita niya lang ako. Bumisita siya sa bahay namin. Bigla lang siya nagtanong, sabi niya, buntis ka ba? Ganon. Tapos di ako nagsasalita, basta siya lang nagsasalita. Tapos sabi niya, wala na, nandyan na yan eh. Huwag na natin gawing problema to. Alagaan. Ganun lang, Tito Boy.
Napaka-generic ng reaksyon.
Pero makikita mo sa kanya yung malungkot siya para
Siyempre.
sa amin.
Katulad mo, ang mga tanong mo di ba? Natural yung mga tanong, ano na mangyayari sa mga pangarap
Yes,
ko?
Tito Boy.
Saan na ako mapupunta? Was it an easy or a difficult pregnancy?
Difficult, Tito Boy, sa panganay. Siguro po, makaka-relate po sa akin lahat ng mga mama dito pag first baby.
First baby.
Pinaka-difficult po, Tito
How
Boy.
difficult
And
was
then
it?
that time, yun po yung time na nag-workshop po ako sa Artist Center. Tito Boy.
Okay.
Yes, opo, I got pregnant. And then, bigla na lang po akong hindi uma-attend sa mga workshop.
Okay.
Yes.
Pero hindi ka rin pwede magkwento kung anong nangyayari,
Yeah, opo.
di ba? Sinarili mo na lang yung kwento. Ngayon, pag binabalikan mo, okay, mas naiintindihan na ngayon ng tao kung anong
Opo,
nangyayari kay
Tito
AJ.
Boy. Pero nung time na yun po yung nararamdaman ko. Pero lumilipas po yung panahon. Siyempre, pag po nanganak na po kayo, mahirap, lahat ng paghihirap nandoon. Pero at the same time, once na makita mo na yung anak mo, andun na lahat ng love. Mahal mo na agad yun.
Sabi nga nila, pag nakita mo na raw talaga yung baby, parang
Opo.
wala na.
Tapos, Tito Boy, yun, nagtatanong ako sa sarili ko, paano yung pangarap ko, paano yung pangarap ko, paano yung baby. And then, naisip ko po na, ito na po yung buhay ko, ito na po yung plano for me. I-embrace ko na lang po yung nangyayari. At naisip ko din po, never stop chasing your dreams. You chase your dream with your child.
I love that.
Kaya
Nakasulat yan.
Kaya po, pinatato ko po to. Ito po yun. Kasi di ba po, pag,
Anong nakasulat?
it's never too late to be who you wanna be.
It's
Yes.
never too late to be who you want to be.
Yes.
Oo. I like that. You don't stop to chase your dreams. You chase your dreams
With your child.
with your child. First time ko marinig yun. Totoo. And that's exactly what you did, di ba?
Yes.
So, kumusta naman yung buhay mo sa bahay niyo during the time? May baby ka na.
Tito Boy, mahirap po. Mahirap po. Masakit po. At naranasan ko po din yung mahirap na buhay. Wala akong work, wala akong ano.
AJ, sorry. Your partner during that time?
Yung partner ko po, Tito Boy, okay naman po siya. Kaya lang, pareho kaming bata eh. He's a nice person.
Right.
Maayos siya, masipag naman, Tito Boy. Kaya lang
Pero
pareho
katulad mo,
kaming-
bata.
Yes, Tito Boy.
Oo.
Kaka-graduate lang din po niya noon, nung time na yon. So,
That must have
yeah.
been difficult. Oo. Pero sige lang, sumuo lang
Opo.
kayo.
Opo. And then, si Yana, and then naghiwalay po kami. Yan, tumira po kami ni Yana sa maliit na apartment. Kami po ni Yana. Pero hindi ko naman po dinidiscredit yung lola ni Yana. Tinulungan po niya ako mag-alaga.
Okay.
Yes.
Oo.
Anyway, ayun
So,
po.
maliit na apartment?
Maliit
What
na
happened?
apartment. Oh, masaya po kami ni Yana.
Paano
Okay
kayo
naman
nabubuhay?
po. Kung ano-ano pong ginagawa ko, nagtrabaho po ako. Hindi po alam ng parents ko, pero nakwento ko na din po.
Nagtrabaho?
Ano po, alam niyo po yung mga networking?
Oo.
Yes, ganun po ako before. Yung mga
Nagbenta ng mga
sabon-sabon, opo.
Okay.
Fun experience naman po siya, Tito Boy. At
Para lang mabuhay.
natuto po ako. Natuto
Oo.
po talaga ako. At doon po ako nagkakaroon ng, doon ko po naiisip na napakaswerte namin sa lagay namin, Tito Boy, ngayon. Tayong lahat. Napakaswerte namin. Yung time na yon, meron naman, may tirahan kami. Diba, Tito Boy, meron kaming anak ko, may gatas. Anytime, pwede akong bumalik sa parents ko. Diba? Na-appreciate ko lahat.
Oo.
Na-appreciate ko kung ano meron ako. Kasi nakikita ko yung buhay ng ibang nanay, Tito Boy. Mahirap talaga.
You know, right now, Matty Hunyosa is a back-to-back Golden Buzzer on Britain's Got Talent. You know, I was looking on YouTube. I was trying to find out if I did an interview with Matty. Yes, I did. I did an
Yay.
interview with Matty. And he is about to compete in the finals. If you were to give him a piece of advice, what would that be?
I feel like Matty is doing great. I think
He
he's
is.
performing so well, and I think he's representing the Filipinos so well on Britain's Got Talent. So I don't really have much advice. I would say, you know, just stay confident and secure in who you are as an artist. And I know you're going to kill it and take home the crown for us Filipinos again in Britain's Got Talent. I would love that. I would love to have another champion. I actually performed with Sofranio the other night.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Vasquez, yes.
Yes, yeah.
No, but Jessica, take us to that moment when you are on stage and then you're standing there
Yes.
and you're about to sing and you know that millions of people are watching.
Yeah.
What do you say? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, what do you actually tell yourself?
You know, it's very stressful, and I can tell you, you know, I was 9 months pregnant. I was very stressed, but I had to learn to kind of breathe through it and tell myself, you know what, I made it this far, and whatever the Lord has for me, let it be His will.
Do you do that internal monologue?
Definitely,
I mean, do you say,
yes.
Jessica, you know, boy, this is your moment? I mean, do you actually talk to yourself?
Yeah, you know, I do, and I also pray. I'm like,
Yeah.
Lord, please, like, just ease me, give me the peace that only you can give me, and I'm just trusting what you have in store for me. And I feel like, you know, He has always delivered more than I can ever ask or think. And I feel like His hand is over, you know, the Filipino people as well with our talent and us kind of coming, you know, out of nowhere in all of these, you know, platforms, kind of showing up and showing out all these talents.
We have been, Carlo and I have been in this music business for a long, long time. And at a certain point, I had this idea that it was formidable. It was almost impossible to break into the American music business. Today, how easy, how difficult is it?
I feel like it's still a little difficult because, you know, it's so saturated. There's so many people trying to, you know, get into
break into,
especially in America. But we do have, you know, amazing artists, you know,
Who are Filipino Americans now.
Filipino Americans,
Right.
yes, that are like representing for our people. So that makes me very, very proud, and it also makes me proud to represent, you know, myself. as
Does
well.
it make it easier? I mean, you know, we listed names here. Bruno, first name basis. Bruno Mars, Olivia Rodrigo, her, you know, we have Sawiti, and even Sophia,
Yeah.
La Forteza of Cat's Eye. I mean, having these Filipino-American artists, I mean, does that make life easier?
Definitely. We've come a long way since, you know, the past. When I was younger, you know, I would get discriminated against. They would tell me, oh, yeah, no, you can't do this kind of music or that kind of music or be on this platform because you're not the race that we're looking for. But now, you know, I actually find, you know, producers.
Did you get this in your face? I mean, would you?
Yeah,
Really?
definitely. Yeah, you know, it was
Wow.
very blunt and straightforward. And I was so young, so... But it's okay, you know, like I said, we've come so far, and now actually I hear producers in TV places talking about how they are looking for Filipino faces. And
Mabuhay.
that's right.
you're usually talking with the guwapong-guwapo, the mystery man.
Ay. Opo, Tito Boy.
Talaga, napapag-usapan na ang paglagay sa tahimik.
Siyempre, Tito Boy, kumbaga siguro nasa tamang age na rin
Tama.
naman
Oo.
kami, di ba? Yung parang hindi na naman tayo pabata and hindi na dapat tayo pabebe pa. So, ako kasi, Tito Boy, natuto na ako na kapag pumasok ka talaga sa relationship, dapat hindi ka na nakikipaglaro. Dapat yun talaga yung goal nyo pareho. Kasi kapag ganun, I think mayroong problem sa relationship.
Naiintindihan niya ba ang trabaho mo?
Yes, super.
Oh, that's very important, di ba? Lalo na if you're not from the business.
Yes.
Kung may payo ka, having been in a relationship for 5 years, ano ang payo na ibibigay mo sa iyong love team? Love team, talaga binigay sila. Bakit love team po ang aking tanong? Malalaman ninyo pag napanood natin ang Midnight Girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Payo, I think ano lang naman yan, everyday kailangan nyo piliin yung isa't isa. Kasi may mga araw naman na hindi tayo our best behaviors. May mga
No matter how
araw
hard,
na,
no? Ang ganda
yes. So, ang importante ay communication, of course, but yung understanding din na at times, kung hindi ka 100%, yung partner mo yung magpupuno nun. And dapat, willing ka rin mag-understand na at times, ikaw naman yun.
Tama.
Ikaw yung
At saka,
mag-a-adjust.
kahit gaano kahirap, I like that whole idea of choose each other.
Yes,
Di ba?
yes.
Napapagod ka na sa mga taong tanong ng tanong kung no, really, you can
Yes,
get tired. You know, magpapakasala ba kayo ni RK, etc. Don't get pressured. But how do you feel when people ask you that?
Okay lang naman po, kasi syempre nasa relationship po ako. So, kung ma-curious man sila or matanong nila yun, naintindihan ko naman po. But kung mag-a-advise din ako tungkol doon, syempre parang hindi naman tayo dapat ma-pressure sa timeline ng iba.
Tama.
Yes.
Oo.
And kung darating siya doon.
Oo. Sinong maseloso?
Pareho po kami. Joke lang.
Talaga?
Hindi. Pareho po kaming professional when it comes to work. And sobrang
Akala ko
supportive.
professional na seloso.
Hindi po. Professional kami sa trabaho. So, kailangan po, at nakilala namin ang isa't isa, ito na yung trabaho namin.
Mabuhay kayong dalawa.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Midnight Girls today. Kumusta kayong dalawa?
Ito po, dito yung attorney ko, kasama ko siya ngayon.
Attorney, ano ang posisyon na you will take dito sa kaso ng iyong
Nako,
kliyente?
Kung pwede lang po mag-class action suite ang buong Pilipinas kaysa sa gobyerno.
Alam mo,
Mainit na
totoo
kagad.
yan. Kahit saan ka pumunta, ito ang pinag-uusapan, di ba? Nag-umpisa sa... I mean, ang malalaking balita na nasa isipan ng tao ngayon, the flood control mess, itong the arrest warrant for Senator Bato, yung mga kaganapan kagabi, may putukan na sa
Yeah.
Senado. And, you know, I saw the headlines dito sa loob ng Pilipinas at sa labas ng Pilipinas. Ako ang una kong tanong, ito na talagang attorney ang ating pinag-usapan eh.
Go, attorney.
Ano ang papel ng musika sa mga panahong ganito na napakagulo?
Attorney, ako muna.
Okay, ikaw muna.
Oo.
Ako, Tito Boy, music is not just about entertainment.
No.
I think music, ito yung paraan din natin na masasabi natin yung mga nararamdaman natin through music. Kasi di ba ang music, tama sa puso, diretso yan eh. And I think yun. Sa panahon ngayon, talagang lalabas din yung nararamdaman natin, mga Pilipino, through these songs.
Okay. Ikaw, Siti.
Yeah. Sa akin naman, means ako kasi, Tito Boy, when I feel something so deeply and I feel like wala akong magagawa about it, that's when I retreat into music. So parang nagiging hindi tamang sabihin sa panahon ngayon na mag-escape tayo into the music kasi talagang hindi na, this is not the time to
Escape.
to just let things happen na wala kang gagawin.
Yeah.
So what
siguro
are you
for-
doing as citizens? What are you doing as musical artists? Parang ako hinahanap ko yung nasaan yung ako ay Pilipino, nasaan na ang
Yeah.
bayan ko, nasaan na yung mga
Yeah.
iba pang mga kanta
Yeah.
na hindi nag-udyok, no? But napapaloob doon yung ating sinasabi mong nararamdaman natin.
Totoo po.
I'm looking for that as a
Yeah.
citizen.
Yeah.
As music artists, meron ba kayong alam na anybody composing a song, capturing everything that is happening today?
Ngayon, hindi ko alam kung, I'm sure meron at meron.
Meron,
But
no?
ako, before I wrote something about it, years ago pa, Tito Boy, nakakatawang isipin na yung nasulat kong kanta, ang title niya, Lupang Pinangako. Pero, that was written, siguro more than 10 years ago. Pero
It had nothing to do with problems today, no? But,
Yeah.
But no, but that's the thing.
Kaya nga.
Parang
Relevant pa
walang
din.
pinagbago.
Kasi,
Kung ano yung nag-inspire sa akin, the frustrations I felt, no? Kaya ako nasulat yun. Parang, dude, ganun pa rin.
Pa rin. You want to
Yeah.
say something?
Kami, Tito, nung nag-Element Songwriting Camp kami 2013, that was the aftermath of Yolanda. And nasa Dumaguete kami, mga songwriters and musicians, and we all talagang, there was so much sadness, right? There was so much death that could have been prevented. And then ito yung tanong ko lagi, tuwing may sakuna sa bansa natin, bakit hindi tayo mas prepared? Bakit hindi tayo natututo? Kasi alam natin yan na every ilang bagyo tayo on the average, 30 plus, 40, and hindi prepared ang gobyerno, and lagi na lang nagre-rest sa resilience.
I hate that word.
Sa mga private organizations. So, nung nandun kami sa Dumaguete, we wrote this song. Tapos meron kami dong line na, ilang bangkay pa ba ang kailangang ilibing? Parang ganon. So, sobrang, hindi na namin alam kung anong gagawin. We resorted to music at that time that we were all there in that island.
Pero yung evolution ng inyong relasyon, paano? From what and then it became this?
Wala, paano bang evolution? Paano ko ba masasabi?
You've always been whatever you
I've
are.
always, kay daddy, I'm always open sa dad ko. Sa parents ko, never ako nagsisinungaling.
I again refer to that last conversation I had with your dad. Sabi niya kaya niyang pangalanan ng kanyang mga anak, 16 of you. Ikaw kaya mo, yung 15?
Kaya ko, pero aaminin ko, baka magkaalaman sa edad, magalit sila sa akin.
Pero subok lang tayo sa inyo, katuwaan lang.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Si Kuya JJ, Kuya Jeremy, Ate Jessem, Ate JB, Kuya Paolo, may dalawang Paolo kasi sa amin.
Okay.
Ate Joey Ann, Ate Jerica, Kuya Yodge, ako, Isabella, VJ, MM, Gisela, Jacob, VJ, MM, Gisela, Jacob, Joey G.
Wow. Ang galing. Bravo. Ang galing.
May space pa yun, ha?
May space power!
Galing. Pero walang point sa buhay mo, Winwin, as a young girl, for example, that you questioned mom and dad? Bakit ang dami namin?
No.
Wala.
We had fun sa house namin.
Together.
Together.
Kasi sinasabi nga ni Joey yan
Oo.
eh.
Kasi even kay Kuya Vandolph, kasama ko rin siyang lumaki. Kuya Mark, kasama kong lumaki. We really had a fun household. And kasi si Daddy, lagi niyang sinasabi, huwag kayong magagalit sa kapatid niyo. Huwag niyo silang tawaging half-brother, half-sister. Kapatid niyo sila. And hanggang ngayon, even my sisters in the States, we still connect with each other.
I quote you there sa mga pag-uusap. Sabi ni Joey Marquez, wala siyang konsepto ng half-brothers and half-sisters. I learned that from you dito sa ating pag-uusap.
Yes.
Paano mo yan ginawa? I mean, I'm still amazed at how you did this. Paano mo ipinaunawa sa iyong mga anak ang lahat ng ito?
Inamin ko sa kanila, kamali ako. Because my darker years, I was young. Sabi ko sa kanila, siguro sa pagkakamali kong ito, tulungan naman ako na mabawi ko yung mga pagkakamali ko. By accepting your brothers and sisters.
Okay.
At saka pantay-pantay ang tingin ko sa kanila.
Joey, walang pumalag, walang nagalit, walang nagsabi, Dad, ba't ganon?
Wala.
Ba't hindi lang ka? Wala.
Wala.
You're lucky.
Very lucky. I'm
Di
a
ba?
very lucky father.
Oo, kasi may mga bata na papalag, may mga bata na question. Pero, again, babalik at babalik kung paano mo sila pakikitunguhan. No?
Minsan nga, lumabas pa nga sa joke eh. Kwento mo.
Okay, go.
So nag-usap-usap kayo magkapatid. Kompleto kami. Me and my sister, same kami ng birth month. Yun na lang po. Same kami ng birth month. Tapos kumakain kami, magkakasama kami with my brothers. Ang tanong namin sa kanya, Daddy, bakit malapit yung birthday namin? Bakit magkasunod kami?
Parehong year.
Parehong year.
Okay.
Sabi lang ng Daddy, it's a miracle.
Galing mo naman.
Nagtawanan lang.
Nagtawanan lang kami and all. We were, I think, eating dinner with everyone. We just laughed about it.
That's another thing. No? I mean, humor plays a very important role.
Yeah.
Galing. I mean, it's a miracle.
It's a miracle, sabi niya. Hindi niya na kailangan explain. Oo.
At hindi ka na rin magtatanong.
Hindi na,
Because
okay
how
yun.
can you question a miracle?
Exactly.
Hindi. Oo. Paano mo sinisiguro din na pantay-pantay sila? At walang nakakaramdam na, ay, mas malapit ki Dad. You know.
Siguro pala, unang-una lahat sila tinatawagan ko as much as possible. Meron sumasagot, meron hindi kasi busy. Pangalawa, pagka meron silang affair, I'll make sure na pupuntahan ko.
Ay.
Oo.
Pangatlo, every Christmas, gusto ko sama-sama kami. At pag may kailangan, kahit pa paano, my own little way, gagawin ko, gagampanan ko.
You're very present. Yun ang importante.
Yes, yes,
Oo. Kumusta ang relasyon mo sa mga siblings? I know you get together often. Are you in touch as often as you can?
Yes, lagi kami. Lalo na pag may get-together, magkakasama kami. Kuya Jeremy, I always see him. I think it's more mature now kasi we all kind of have families. And nagtutulungan kami. Okay ka ba? Anong kailangan mo? They attend all the birthday of my daughter. We attend yung mga birthday ng anak nila.